Vietnam Journal. It's not just news, it's life in Vietnam.
Canada and Vietnam are negotiating a Foreign Investment Protection Agreement, or FIPA. The deal is expected to bring more Canadian investment to Vietnam. Our reporter talked to the commercial counselor of the Canadian Embassy in Vietnam about this topic.
The first question is, what's your opinion about the investment situation of Canada and Vietnam in recent years?
In general, our investment figures have grown. We currently have one of the largest, if not the largest, foreign investment in Vietnam registered to a Canadian company, and that is the Ho Cham strip south of Ho Chi Minh City, which is over $4 billion in value and includes several hotels, at least 2 casinos and a golf course. The other main investments are mostly in the mining sector, but we also have a very active investor on the oil and gas side.
So what's the advantages of Canadian investors when entering Vietnamese market?
In terms of advantages, our companies are very specialized and have world-class expertise in a small number of sectors, including mining, environmental technologies, oil and gas, telecommunications. And that serves us very well when we try to enter remote markets like Vietnam. Another advantage we have is that Canadian companies generally have an excellent reputation. Canada does not have a colonial or military past with any specific country in Southeast Asia or elsewhere in the world. We are ourselves a former colony. We were first a colony of France and then a colony of England. So we sometimes find common points, interesting common points with other countries very far away from us. And the final advantage that we have is that Canadian companies have a world-level reputation as being very careful in dealing with local communities and the environment.
So I know that Vietnam and Canada are having negotiations toward foreign investment protection agreement. So could you tell me a little bit about it?
We're very excited that Canada and Vietnam are negotiating a FIPA, which is short for Foreign Investment Protection Agreement. This has been going on for a few years now. And the current negotiations call for a round number 8 of negotiations. And probably this fall in Ottawa, Canada, the capital, the Vietnamese negotiating team will meet with its Canadian counterparts again to continue to discuss the FIPA. The Vietnamese government has said that it is very much interested in concluding the agreement as soon as it can, hopefully in the year 2000. So that would mean to ratify the agreement before the end of December 2011. And that agreement, once it is signed and ratified by both countries, will allow much more investment to flow in both directions, not just Canada to Vietnam, but Vietnam to Canada as well, and will increase the trust and the interest of Canadian investors in the Vietnamese market. So that will mean much more business between our two countries.
Thank you for participating in the interview with us.
My pleasure.